everyone, and welcome to my show, The Engelic Show. I'm your host, Engelic Everett. This is my very first episode of my YouTube channel. I'm thrilled to be interviewing my good friend, Jeremy Pratt. He is a published author of a poetry book and an artist. Thank you, Jeremy.
Very welcome, Angela. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. You know I have to have you.
Yes.
So who are you?
My name is Jeremy Pratt, as you said, Angelique, and I still live in my native of Buffalo, New York. I am a poet, free verse poetry that I write free verse poetry, and I'm an artist who loves to use a lot of color in my artwork.
And tell me about yourself.
Well, let's see. I'm 39 years old, and I love to be able to write things that are expressive feelings that I'm going through or whatever's going on around me in the world. And I like to talk about all kinds of topics that are fluttering throughout my head, and that goes with my artwork too. And I like to use lots of different colors, shapes, and I used to attend day have programs, but then as I realized by me living on my own, I don't need them as much, and I can get help through my support system of people who help me in my support backgrounds, and they really help me make my dreams come alive by publishing a book and entitled "Living in an Abstract World," because the world is quite abstract, and so I just really hope to do this for many more years to come.
Well, since you said you live on your own, which I really did not know, how is it like living on your own?
It's great, to be able to live on your own is really great, that you don't have to worry about being in the way of anybody, of their privacy or what, and the only person I have to answer to is myself, and so and I mostly work from home, so I basically am doing all my creativity at home, so it's a real great outlook to be able to do stuff from home, but I hope to be able to do stuff out in public someday and not have to worry about the pandemic or anything about catching any viruses or whatnot. So
yeah, I agree about that. So I know you are an artist. So
right.
Tell me about your paintings.
Okay. Well, my painting is just, I really take my time when I paint. I really just sometimes look at the blank canvas and really try to get an idea of what I want to do, and my artwork, is mostly abstract, so and it can come out in various different ways, and I'm open to whatever people, how they see it, and if they see different things than what I put out in my artwork, that's fine too. And I So I just basically just I look at it, and sometimes the ideas come as I just look at a blank canvas, and it's really therapeutic, and being able to um, paint with, I got lots of different colors that I could choose from, and hope to do some new paintings probably soon. Probably soon. I mean, I've done a ton of drawings during the pandemic, but I'd like to get back into doing paintings. I have revised some older paintings this year, and and along with poetry too, and so it's a matter of getting out new ideas and fresh ideas.
So do your paintings speak to you when you paint?
I would say they speak to me. Yeah, definitely. They really know how to communicate to me in a way that telling me where do I which direction I should go in terms of making something work. And yeah, I would say, yeah, definitely they speak to me, and I'm very open to whatever I want to get out on the current painting I'm working on. So,
And how do your paintings make you feel?
my paintings mostly, I would say that they make me feel very good, actually, and I think what's amazing, what I found that they make me feel really relaxed, calm, and because I'm not just doing this for myself, I'm doing it for people I'm sure I've never even met with in life yet, because I'm sure there's people out there that I haven't even yet met or have seen my artwork, and that I'm sure that they're going to come to me and say, like, your artwork means so much to me, and thank you for all that you do. And I'd be deeply touched by that, and I think my artwork means a lot to the people that are currently in my life right now. So, and they definitely mean a lot to me. They make me feel really wonderful.
That's good.
Thank you.
So who inspires you?
I get inspiration from all kinds of things. I get inspiration from music, movies, a lot of the artists from the past that are no longer with us. Family, friends, and just, let's see here. Who else inspires me? Nature, I would say, plays a part in inspiring me. Everyday life. That's all I could think of for now, but does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. Yes.
Good.
And I can pick your brain.
Right.
I gotta ask that question.
No problem. No problem.
So I know you are a writer.
Right.
So are you thinking about writing another poetry book?
I would like to come out with another book. I very much would. I have more than enough material to publish another book. I would very much like to come out with another book someday. Whenever that will be, I mean, there's no rush. I mean, it's a matter of with all the money and if I'm going to go with the same publisher as last time. And there's the decision if to include with my artwork or just make it a poetry book. That too. I mean, it's a matter of deciding. Or maybe the artwork will just go on the front of my artwork will go on the cover of the next book, and it will just be like I said. But yes, I would very much like to come out with another book someday and just be it and start the process. Start the process of getting it out on the computer and the release date is when the time is right. So
that'd be really cool to have artwork like on your cover. That would be really cool.
I think so too.
Yeah. Then that we would speak to people, and speak to you too.
Absolutely. I think having my artwork on the cover will really catch people's attention, and it's not like they would not recognize the artwork and be like, whose artwork's on this cover, and just be like, so the whole idea of another book would just be very exciting.
It'd be like a personalized story, I would say. So like if they ask you like, so what do this mean to you? What does this mean? Then then you can tell them like your personal story to go behind that.
Right. Yeah, very much. Yes. And plus the decision would be how much how much I want to include in the book, and just decide from there. So
are you? I know you're thinking about writing a new poetry book, but are you also might be thinking about writing a biography about you?
A biography someday would be quite interesting. I never gave it much thought as to my whole experience through life. It's always an idea for someday, but yeah, I would definitely maybe consider that. Maybe I would go ahead. Oh, okay. I would talk about certain topics, or just what's up to my life as of now, and but yeah, maybe I'll do something like that. I'll have to think about it.
It would be like the life and the journey of Jeremy Pratt.
Yes, it would.
I would like to read that. All right, that'd be a good book. I would love to read that.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, I'm sure it would. I would be delighted to share that with you. Or
okay.
Yeah.
So I hear that you've been putting your artwork up.
Yes.
Where have you been putting your artwork at?
Well, currently I have an exhibition or exhibit at a coffee shop near the Buffalo Zoo on Parkside. There's this coffee shop called The Jam, and they were nice enough to let me display my artwork and sell my pieces. It's a matter of also working out who's interested in buying some of my pieces, and which ones. I have people lined up for that, but I did tell them to get back to me, but I don't want to push it too far because I bet they have really busy schedules. So I'm hoping to have my stuff up there for maybe a month or two, or maybe even longer. So, and yeah, it was a wonderful opportunity from the jam to be able to have my artwork on display and for sale, and I can't thank them enough for that. So
Now, what were you? I can't even talk. Like, how are you? Like I would say, like in 5, like in the near future, where will you see? Where will you see your artwork at? Like in the art gallery?
I would like very much my stuff to be in an art gallery someday. I mean, I have had my artwork in the Albright Knots, but in the education department before they started construction on the expansion of the Albright Knots. But yeah, if I'd like to try to get my stuff in different galleries or whatever it may be, and I would like that very much if in the next 5 years or other galleries. Yeah, very much in the next 5 years. That would be a really great delight to include in my life, to be able to do that.
So where can we find you?
You could find me on Facebook. You could look up just Jeremy Pratt. You could look up on Facebook. You can see my my art page on Facebook, which is called Jeremy's Super Creative Arts. You could find me on Instagram, which is Jeremy Pratt Artist 321, and you could also go to my website, which is, I believe it's just jeremyprattartist.com or www.jeremyprattartist.com, and I have some stuff for sale on there, and yeah, that's where I'm currently available.
Okay, thank you, Jeremy.
You're welcome.
And one last question.
Sure.
Because I totally forgot, since we were actually talking about your poetry.
Right.
What are your? I love your poetry, by the way.
Thank you.
What are your favorite poems that you like to write?
Let's see. My favorite poems. Gosh, what are some of my favorite poems? I would say there was definitely quite a bit that I wrote, let's say, last year that I thought turned out really great and that I really I'm very proud of, and I would definitely consider those as some of my favorites. And I really enjoyed those. Let's see here. There's a bunch, tons in my Google Drive. I mean, there's even when I've gotten political with my poetry and just expressing my feelings about how I feel about certain things. Those are positive and breakthrough ones that I think really reflect and have a message behind them. And Yeah, those are my favorites too. But yeah, definitely, I would say what I've been able to write within this year, last year, and but it's so hard. If I were to come up with a top 10 favorites, I'd have to really look and
But
try to
you can just name two. Just two.
just name two. Okay.
Two.
Let's see here. By title, let's see. I'd say one of my favorites is 2020 Burning Wild, and let's see here, and probably my latest one, which was I think Golden Dance of Love, and I had just some nice relaxing music in the background, and sometimes that really helps when I do write. It's music with like no words. It's just instrumental, and yeah, that's those two are definitely stands out as favorites. So
It sounds good. I just seen one that you had posted on Facebook. So
yeah, that's right. I saw that you like that.
yeah.
I really like that. I really like this other one I just thought of. I have on my Google Drives.
Go ahead.
It's called Lives in the Balance. And I was thinking of just all these, yeah, of all kinds of different people's life is in the balance of, because of, even, I wrote it before the pandemic and stuff. So it came out really powerful, and I think it really speaks of a message. Maybe I'll have to share that on Facebook or see how people.
Yeah, that would definitely be in your next book.
Yes, I would like to include that one in my book. Yeah, definitely. For sure.
All right. I'm your host, Engelic, and this has been another episode of the Engelic Everett Show. Thanks, Jeremy.
You're welcome, Angelique.
Don't forget to use the Engelic Everett Show to like me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram at _Angelic_show. And surprise y'all, subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Engelic Show. Now, I want to make a very special shout out to my Essay in Action crew. So don't forget to follow them on their YouTube channel as well. Use Essay in Action to follow them and tell them that I sent y'all. I'm Angelique, and I'm rocking it.